So can we play this video?
Thank you. Let's view it then.
Sorry, Chair.
Let us view the clip.
Well, can I suggest that we give the warning again, because people who switched off for 2 minutes will now be switching on. Okay, I think stop it. No, let it run because it's a replay, sorry. Do you recognize what that video is has filmed?
Yes, I recognize.
And whose murder was being shown there?
Can I write it down? Because I don't know. Okay, no, it's fine because it's already there. It was AKA and Tibello. Yeah.
So it was AK the rapper?
Yes. And his friend.
And his friend?
That's correct.
Were 2 people killed there?
Yes.
And where did you receive that, or how did you come to be in possession of that footage?
According to me, it was all over the news.
The footage itself, you could pull it down off the internet?
Yes.
Why did you send it to Mr. Sibande?
Because we were talking about it myself, Mr. Sibanda. AKA's friend is a nephew to Mr. Mtakati. As a result, Mr. Sibanda knew the deceased.
So the second person killed,
yes.
Not AKA,
yes.
He was the nephew of Mr. Mtakati?
That's correct.
And were you subsequently involved in the murder investigations?
That's correct.
And are you at liberty to tell the Commission what has been discovered in those investigations? What have those investigations revealed?
I can't know as in now, but I left that investigation at the early stage.
You left it at an early stage?
That's correct.
And you were sharing this footage with Mr. Sibande because he knew the murder victim?
When I shared this video, I was not yet involved in that case. But I was sharing it on the basis that Mr. Sibande is also close to Mr. Mtakati, and it was something that was talked about, you know, the sympathy to Mr. Mtakati.
This was an incident in KZN. When you say you were involved, does it mean the docket ended up at National Office?
We were working hand in glove with KZN police.
So it remained a KZN case?
That's correct.
Okay.
But it was an organized crime case as well?
That's correct.
Who specifically assigned you? Because there's a big team in organized crime. Who specifically assigned you to this case?
At that time, Brigadier Ramanga was the head of investigation.
So he's the one who assigned you?
That's correct.
Then you'll see that 2 days after you had sent Mr. Sibande that video, at the foot of the same page, you sent him a link to a clip on YouTube about Mr. Matlala. The clip is, you'll see it in chat number 6. It says, Tembisa Tender Tycoon, his mama cat, and their brazen blue light brigade. You see it?
That's correct.
Do you recall what that clip was about?
I can't recall clearly.
I mean, the clip's no longer available online, but it was about Mr. Matlala, the allegations that he was involved in fraud at Tembisa Hospital, the fact that Babita Deokaran had been murdered while investigating that fraud, and the allegations that that his then wife was using blue lights to take their children to school. That was the mama cat part of the story. Do you recall that article now?
Yes.
Why did you send it to Mr. Sibande 2 days after you sent him the clip about the murder of AKA and Mr. Mtakati's nephew?
I don't know, I just sent it to him.
What interest would Mr. Sibande have in relation to an article about Mr. Matlala's blue lights and his alleged link to Tembisa Hospital and the fraud that Babita Deokaran was investigating when she was murdered? What interest would he have in that?
I think his interest was on the basis that he knew Mr. Matlala, and Mr. Matlala was someone who also talked with Mr. Sibande.
So, were you sharing it with Mr. Sibande because you wanted him to be aware of the allegations against Mr. Matlala?
I think it was a matter of maybe gossip, if I can put it in that way. You know, like now I'm appearing, people who knows me, they will say, hey, but I'm fry, or, you know.
You're prone to sharing things.
Yes, so is that situation like that?
But what we can say is that by February 2023, you would have been aware of these allegations against Mr. Matlala.
That's correct.
So you were aware that out there people were alleging that he was involved in fraud at Tembisa Hospital, that the investigator of that fraud had been murdered, and that he was also alleged to have abused a relationship with the Ekurhuleni Council to get blue lights on his vehicles. You're nodding.
That's correct.
Did you share this article with anybody else that you can remember?
I can't remember, but I don't want to close it there. I might have sent it to some other people.
I've lost my page reference, but I can tell you that you shared it with Mr. Mswazi on the 13th of February at 3:09 p.m. Sorry, yeah, Mr. Msibi, not Mr. Mswazi, Mr. Msibi. I'll get you the page reference, but you can...
I would not deny that.
Why would you have shared it with Mr. Msibi?
I think now the explanation would be because of at that time, Kat was the head of security for Mr. Msibi. I was informing Mr. Msibi that this is happening about Kat. You can't be seen associating with him.
So as early as February 2023, you were warning Mr. Msibi that he shouldn't be seen associating with Mr. Matlala.
Not per se, he shouldn't, okay, maybe I put it on the wrong English. I was in a way just alerting him that is what is currently happening about Kat.
It wasn't the purpose of that warning what you said in your first answer, that these are the allegations against this man, you shouldn't be seen associating with him.
You must be careful with him, yes.
You must be careful about him.
Yes.
You must be careful about associating with him. Do you recall what Mr. Msibi's response to your warning was?
I can't remember.
But you were sufficiently concerned about these allegations against Mr. Matlala in the first instance to refer them to Mr. Sibande, and in the second instance to refer them to Mr. Msibi, because you thought he needed to know them to decide whether he wanted to continue associating with Mr. Matlala. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Now, these allegations gave you that concern in February 2023. That was long before your first meeting with Mr. Matlala and General Sabia. Is that not correct?
So
More than a year before you first met with General Sabia and Mr. Matlala together.
That's correct.
Did you warn General Sabia about the risk of associating with Mr. Matlala?
No.
Why not?
I did not warn him.
But why not? Did you not think you should say, this man is alleged to be a criminal?
Maybe I was negligent on that part or reckless by not alerting him. I don't want to lie and say I've alerted him. I did not.
You did not. But certainly at the time that General Sabia says he first met Mr. Matlala, there had been allegations published in the media that Mr. Matlala was linked to fraud at Tembisa Hospital, was operating unlawfully with blue lights from their Kuruleni Metro Police Department, and may be linked to the murder of Babita Dekaran. You'll accept that?
Correct.
And as the deputy head of the SAP, the deputy commissioner of the SAPS at the time, one would have expected General Sabia to have been aware of these allegations, would one not?
I would not be in position to answer on that. Not that I'm avoiding the question, but I don't know.
No, fair enough. Yeah, it's a question that belonged more properly with him than with you. You were aware of them. Yes, we've established you were aware of them. I think we have quite a long way to go. So I'm in the hands of the commissioners at this point. My guess is that we are between 2 and 3 hours away from finishing.